Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased technical analysis. And we had, guys, the greatest false breakout setup ever yesterday, okay? And that was part of the plan that I gave you guys in Thursday's video. You can watch from the 5 minute 38 seconds mark and and beyond that. It was a great setup. And I also wrote it in my Discord below 418.5. I will look for puts if it fails, and I had a bunch of targets here, and SPY just crushed all of them, guys. Holy moly, look at this daily chart, all right? Now, zoomed out, I want you guys to notice, I have these light blue lines right here. This is my fib levels from the March 2020 low to the January 2022 high, okay? That was a lot of numbers, all right? And at the 23.6 retracement level, I had 418.5. Okay, I had a 418.5 level that I was watching based on those fib levels. Okay, and this was told to you guys yesterday, where I said, if you see 418.5 fail, that's your sign to get bearish. Because look at this. This is the light blue line right there based on the fib levels. You can see on Thursday, August 25th, we cleared that level, and then the next day we broke down that level. This is what I always tell you guys. Don't worry about trying to predict the market or some price path or trying to see the future. No one can see the future. All we got to do is know the setups. Okay? Know the setups. Know the levels and just trade it unbiasedly. Okay? So we knew that 418.5 was cleared yesterday. So if it was lost today or yesterday, I should say, that would give us a false breakout setup. And if you played that false breakout setup, oh man, well, look at that. It was just beautiful, okay? Despite having a breakout day on Thursday, I mentioned to you guys, we're just in the back test mode, okay, of where we broke down from the previous week. We look on a 15-minute chart, even though it never filled the gap on the daily chart, but on the 15-minute chart, this white line here, that's the 421 level. That's my 50% retracement level from my fib levels from January 2022 high down to June low. In the pre-market, it backtested that as a resistance and was rejected. Okay, didn't get to play that level. However, intraday, you can see here, we just broke it down. Beautiful. All right, one of the greatest false breakout setups that I've ever seen. And this is why knowing the levels, knowing the setups, trading unbiasedly is so helpful. If you did not end your day green yesterday, you most likely tried to catch a falling knife, and you also most likely did not follow Uncle Charles' strategy, all right? Because if you did, man, that's incredible, okay? So let's talk about the next setup, all right? So as you guys know, I love using Fibonacci. I have fib levels from March 2020 low to January 2022 high. I have Fibonacci's from January 2022 high down to June low. But also I have, because we've been in an uptrend since mid-June, okay? So I have fib levels, that's the blue lines, from June low up to August 16th high, okay? And yesterday's close was almost perfectly at the 38.2 retracement level. I have it at 405, and SPY closed at 405.3, so very close. So let's talk about the bullish scenario, because a lot of people might catch FOMO. We don't want to catch FOMO, guys. So let's talk about the bullish scenario first. What I need to see is SPY recapture 407. Remember, 407 is the 38.2 retracement level. Recapturing that would be one hell of a false breakdown setup. Remember, we trade based on the setups. We long breakouts of resistance, and we short breakdowns of support. So if we can recapture 407, that's a false breakdown setup, and it's clearing a critical resistance level. So calls above 407, all right, I would target 409 to 410 zone, 412, above 412 is 413.5. These were previous levels I gave you guys in previous videos, okay? And of course 415, 415 is actually the 23.6 retracement level. All right, if we clear 415, that would be pretty bullish, and would put upside targets in play like 14.5 and 421 again, okay? But as long as we are below 407, The breakdown of this critical level holds. This is where my bearish scenario comes in. As long as we're below 407, I am bearish, guys. So we can watch for a back test in case SPY wants to pop up a little bit. Back test that level is resistant. As long as we're below, I am bearish with the next support at 405. If 405 fails, all right, I have some support around 402.5-ish, but the next critical one I have is at 399.6. That's this green line right here. All right, this is my multi-year trend line, all that traces all the way back to June 2020. Okay, and we had multiple tests of this level as support and resistance, and it may test again at 399.6s. And if that level fails, very, very bearish. Okay, next support I would have is around 396s. 393. These are just previous highs and stuff. All right, I have a fib level around 390. That's my 23.6 retracement level. 389.95. We'll round it to 390. Below that, I have around 388.5. Okay, so you guys can, those are just my support levels. You guys can add those levels to your charts. Okay, but below 405, definitely I think we'll go test 399.6s, 0.5ish around there. Okay, only bullish above 407. If SPY is not above 407, I am bear bias. You don't have to follow me. I'm just going on the technical analysis. Okay, guys. So above 405, look for calls. Above 407, look for calls. Below 405, look for puts. All right, gonna move on to triple Q. Triple Q, after recapturing that multi-month trend line, broke back down again. False breakout scenario as well around the 315.5 level, and it just started slicing through my support levels. Okay, but right now, first resistance is at 308.5. If that can clear, that should trigger a move back up to possibly 311, 311.5-ish. Okay, and then above that is around 313.5, and then 315.5. As long as we are below 308.5, I am bearish with the next target around 304, possibly 302. Very critical level right there. 302 is based on this trend line since mid-June. Okay, so below 302, that's a breakdown of a critical trend line from mid-June, and it's very, very bearish. Okay, so only bullish above 308.5, but as long as below, I'm bear bias. Okay, so please add those levels to your charts. In Tesla, I had that ascending triangle that I've been talking about all week, and look at that, finally breaking it down. All right, so it could, if it can recapture 290.5, it put it back in the ascending triangle. False breakdown setup, trade the false breakdown setup, that's bullish. But as long as we are below 290.5, the breakdown holds, with the next target being 285-ish, 280.5-ish, and possibly down to the 50-day moving average, which is currently around 266s, maybe go up a little bit by Monday. All right, guys, so those are my levels. Those are my setups. Just trade it unbiasedly. It is the Uncle way, and the Uncle way works, guys. Just check my track records. I'm not trying to let you guys down, but let's end it with this. Option flow. All right, filter for 500K premiums or above. Puts are at 96%. Very, very bearish. Now, the way I use option flow, I look for, for sizing. When I see big sizes like this, a size over 2,000, what I pay attention to, I pay attention to all of it. The size of the order, the premium. Is it a put or is it a call? What's the strike? What's the date? All that. But what I like to pay attention to is the spot. This is where they entered. Okay, because you guys know I'm a resistant and support level type of guy. So where these big money entered is very important to me. You can see they entered around 4.8-ish, all right, which is very close to my 405 level. All right, we look down more, we see more big ones right here, over 10,000. They entered around 409, which I actually do have support and resistance level around 409, which I meant to you guys, the 409 to 410 zone. All right, so that's how I use it. I look for bigs. I look at 414.5. That's very close to my 415 level. Okay, so that's how I look for more extra support and resistance level with option flow. All right, but pretty much bearish for SPY, triple Q, bearish as well, 72%. All right, you can see the big orders coming around 319.8-ish. That was in the morning. and they made some good money. Well, this one did. This one, not so much. This was a call, so they got screwed. This put person probably made some money. 10,000 puts to enter around 312. You guys, what I'm saying? I look for where these big monies entered. And then last but not least, Tesla. 69% for puts in Tesla. So bearish. Not seeing anything that sticks out to me in the orders, but yeah, pretty bearish for Tesla as well. Okay, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to be part of a profitable trading community, please consider joining my Discord. We are killing it. We are killing it in the market. All right, guys, thank you guys for your support. Peace.